Welcome back to Bronze League Heroes with double the heroes here on Reclamation, where we will see who comes out of this best of one. I don't know. Jimmy, can we get the scores off the screen? We only have one match, one opportunity. Will they capture it or will they blame their teammates? The only options in a match such as this. Good luck, have fun. In fact, it looks like we have a team here. The eSun team, though they don't have their clan tag as a portrait. Anyway, let me introduce. With the red SCVs at the 6 o'clock starting position. Or Thami. Remember, pick your team, root for them. Get up, that is, okay. And his teammate actually representing it. Not everybody had the right program here, but the cyberpunk style. It is Mobius. Oh my. Well, so they went with the on the other team, Ultra Goat and Pyramid from the eSuns, the Terrans versus the Marvins. I don't know what either way. So they walled off with 2 racks. This has obviously been done before. This is a plan. Unfortunately, one SCV goes down from Mobius. But they've obviously done this before, and it's disgusting. Drops that right back down. You can't build your teammates' command center. But wow, they came into this match with this in mind. I don't like. What does this even do? Oh, is that going to be a planetary? He's got an NG Bay already done. Yep. So this is a planetary rush, covered by his teammates Rex. Another hatch from Ultra Goat Pyramid with the Tri-Rex build. So here we are. It doesn't like planetaries can't move very fast, and by that I mean not at all. But it is a very intimidating gesture here, right at the front of everything. Bunkers on both sides. Ultra Goat has kind of given up this base. The planetary doesn't even really hit the ramp. Yeah, well, that's done. There's a Reaper. The Reaper's gonna have to juggle through the bunker. It takes a second, but gets there. So, Team Morb right now having a tough time really making any, I don't know, it's been a little while since we commentated this, and I've been watching so many pro matches that I've forgotten what it is to just watch. I can't read the production tab, that's useless. Just look at what's happening and talk about it. So there, of course, another command center. The tank, a strong choice. Mobius with an expansion behind, though, the obligatory engineering bay. He's a Terran in Bronze League Heroes. Well, they doesn't know he's in Bronze League Heroes. I'm not sure who submitted this, actually, because they're both on a team. So both sides have an actual team. This is, it seems, a range team, so. Well, that was not a wall. The Zerglings just walk by. They don't have speed. He realizes that. Starts speed, little late. There's a wall back at home. A barracks is finished for our Thami. Planetary building SCVs. The tanks working their way forward. Oh, the tank's blasting into the Marines. He's gonna unsiege and try to retreat. Is it gonna work? Oh my god, what a save! Meanwhile, Zerglings. The wall, that's the thing about Terrans, is usually they're pretty good about walling off. The Zerglings looking for anything to do, but as a Zerg in team games, right now, Ultra Goat kind of feeling less than useful. though will scratch at the door and make it very uncomfortable for the Terrans on the opposing side. The Liberator, unfortunately, doesn't have the campaign ability up. Well, that was the most intimidating Liberator. The Liberator intimidating the Marines out of the bunker into the tank fire, somehow encouraging them. So the end result is there are no more Marines here, and the Liberator is still intact. Meanwhile, the wall, there's a Marine in the base, but the SCVs are repairing. It is cheaper than rebuilding. The Planetary only has 1 kill, but has been the focus of this entire game. His teammate can repair it. This SCV from Mobius here is repairing the Planetary of his team. The Marines moving forward. Here comes everyone. Terran on Terran on Terran. Terran through everything. Another SCV tag team effort gets hit by the tank, not targeting. There's also a roach involved. Remember the Zerg? Meanwhile, 3 Banelings finished on the other side. That's continuing. Liberator's doing what they can. Technically, right now, the Liberator could siege up. There's nothing to contest it. Those Banelings making the SCVs very uncomfortable, but that is not enough to actually kill. Meanwhile, the Planetary finding some real kills here. As the there's the Planetary on this side finished. There's also tanks. It's a more Banelings on the way. The first Planetary was 16. No, oh my god, almost lived. But there's actually no anti-air. The tank retreats. Will the Ravagers hit the mark? He shoots. I don't have any idea where they went. Okay. Viking, Liberator, Overlord, Goat. One of these is not like the others. So there is still there's still most of the production for Team Terran, the eSuns over here. It is on the other side of the map, though 2 armories and a confusing wall-off for Mobius. Team Marvin will break out. I choose to believe they just misclicked the R. Okay, I don't have any Minnesota visual novels. Yes, well-known animated media enthusiasts in Minnesota. Meanwhile, the Planetary is doing a lot of damage here, but it looks like there will be just enough roaches to break through. Not a particularly cost-effective endeavor. The tank giving the tank... the turret giving the tank the fire. The vision. Oh my god. Words. Use the words. The medevacs intimidating the Liberators. The Liberators hitting them with the wet paper bags that they have for missiles. And will eventually kill both. I'm not sure where the rest of the units the medevacs are supposed to be healing went. But Pyramid is at 25 supply. It has a grand total of 1 Widow Mine, which is not a huge army. Nobody really has an army. It mutually assured destruction all across the map so far. There's still the makings of a tank push. The corrosive biles almost kills the Vikings with it. Yeah, an action-packed early game, but things will slow down. It looks like Ultra Goat and Mobius. Oh wait, with some triple-digit APMs, trying to keep their teammates intact, and the other Terrans not doing quite as great here. Oh, Marines. Siege is up again. Orthami, a little ambitious with these Liberators, trying to out-micro Marines. Unfortunately, the tank got in the way. There's still another tank down here. Vikings just patrolling around. Oh, the Marines out of the way. Gets one. More micro. Orthami. Let's go to the Orthami action cam. The cool white raw announcer. Why would you build units when you could micro 1 Liberator, all right? You think that Liberator is going to fire on its own? No. This Liberator is the key to everything. This Liberator is the chosen one. The great prophet. He will liberate, or she, sorry, will liberate or will die trying. Production tab's been empty, looking for another opportunity, but the Cyclone, get out of there! Get out of there! On the run, the Cyclone somehow! Alright, Orthami, back. It's macro time, he says. But that could cost the Liberator everything. Anyways, what else happened? It looks like everything in the middle was cleaned up, but that really wasn't the... Oh, Vikings on the deck! Both of them in the red. There was a drone out here that the Vikings so we missed something. 2 red health Vikings land and kill a drone in the middle of the map. Which, you know, like, isn't the most unlikely thing to happen this game so far. We now have all of the upgrades that you didn't expect to see first. We have Stim and Smart Servos, Mag Field Accelerator, and +1 ship weapons, which is 4 more Liberators. If 1 Liberator did well, think about 4 more Liberators. And then even more past that. Come on. The zoning bunkers from Mobius. I don't even know if he has enough units to actually put in the bunkers, but it's good to have dreams. Very important. The containment, they did break. Let's look at the units lost. Overall, relatively even. Pyramid, drawing the short end of the mineral stick so far. It ends up being indecisive. It's unclear. More bunkers. All right. Can never have too many bunkers. This message brought to you by Bunkerman Incorporated. Can never be too... I mean, 75%... Oh, it's only a 25% restocking fee when you salvage those bunkers. What's not to love? I mean, just think about it. Bunkers are 100 minerals. Okay? 100 minerals. 2 Marines, 2 SCVs. Bunkers, you can salvage, you can attack, you can salvage. 75 minerals back. 25 minerals down. That's all it costs you. You know how many minerals a mule's mine? A lot of minerals. A lot more than that. Buy bunkers today. Vikings, Liberators, they're all cool, but bunkers are the most efficient investment for you and your family. Get Neosteel armor. Bunkers. Just think about it. Bunkers. Don't think about it. Just buy bunkers. Whatever you do, more bunkers. Thank you. Vikings. Push-ups. Liberators. Vikings. Marines. Corrosive Vial. Dodge to the right. Dodge to the left. Overlapping Liberators. Vikings in the air. Back to the Liberators. Advanced Ballistics on the way. The combined Terran push. Back to the ground. You never know where he's going to be next. Vikings, they go up, they go down. What's not to love? You can't explain that. 12 mutas on the way. Bunkers, of course, everywhere. Oh, Vikings. Another Liberator in the main. He's had so much success. He had to come back for more. More bunkers. Reinforcing the double siege push. But, oh, wow, that's a lot. 19 mutas have joined the field. The Vikings, not a great counter to mutas in even numbers, let alone this sort of disparity. Vikings hit the deck. Mutas decide that that's not their problem. They'll clean up the ones at, we'll call it the third base, I guess. A couple more Vikings being targeted. Jimmy, I can't hear anything. Can you? Oh my god, how many times? Liberators chasing the mutas. They do have +1. Liberators not the counter to mutas they may have once been. The double Sky Terrans. Whoa! What are the upgrades here? Oh, he doesn't have any upgrades. The Vikings just getting taken down. The Liberators late. But will drive things. Alright. Wait. No, these are pyramids. Medevacs, but there are bunkers. What's not to love? Buy today. 0 down. Okay, 100 minerals down payment, but you'll get 75 minerals back as soon as you salvage. It's essentially free. The mid-map battle will continue. The Venn diagram of freedom with the Liberators. A handful of mules dropped, and that handful being your entire hands, assuming you have all of your fingers, and then maybe then some, because that's actually 13 mules, which is more than he can actually use. One turret, the other one gonna be targeted as well. The prison of his own design. The SE doesn't target the turret! You fool! And ends up not getting it because of it. Well, okay, well, he does get the turret, but in the most painful possible way. Ultra Goat is actually at 190 supply. He's been macroing like Cyril. I guess that's why he named himself that. But he is spending all his money on mutas. So, while he might be maxed out, he is maxed out on mass muta, which is not the most cost-effective composition. Especially fighting into those incredibly efficient bunkers against Liberators and Vikings. Getting a hive. Orthami in his element, 6,500 minerals, 1,100 gas, and microing Liberators. There's nowhere else he'd rather be. Meanwhile, the Liberators, some of them tanking damage. What can't they do? Actually, oh, watch out. Corrosive Bile knocks down one Liberator, but the upgrade's really kicking in against the mutas. No one will survive. Well, actually, I think, well, the Liberator wins. Did he miss? Yep, not quite. Very close. And this is why we turn on the fire helper. Gonna need maybe some prescription pyramid. Those are not bunkers. Very close though. Oh, he gets it this time. Meanwhile, the bunker contain continues. What are the upgrades? Who cares? Finally, combat shield done, breaking through the stalwart, tenacious bunkers. But that last bunker, always buy an extra for the whole family. You can never have too many. If he just had one bunker, it wouldn't have cut it. 2 bunkers, though, made all the difference. Upgrades exist. There are 2 nuclear missiles just out there. There's only 1 ghost with which to fire them. So we are no closer to really drawing a conclusion on this game. Mobius at 185, Ultra Goat maxed out, and their Terran teammates definitely not doing quite as well. So, bit of a Batman and Robin situation on each team. All right, the Corruptors nuke! No, wait, Caustic Spray onto the bunker, but then cancels it. The Vikings will dodge the Corruptors by hitting the ground. The nuke will land, destroying the turrets and bruising the Planetary. So, Mobius just built a sensor tower outside the base of Ultra Goat, who is not on his team, by the way. And of course, oh, okay, wait, okay. That was pyramid scanning. We can go to team colors for a second. Pyramid scan, and then Mobius with the counter scan, of course. Meanwhile, the sensor tower versus the SCVs versus everyone's invited. Come on in. Here comes the whole Zerg army. Mobius brought the Vikings. Realized that was probably... yep. Here come the Liberators. The tank will cede, but there's not much else. What does he decide with those Vipers? That's a lot to handle here. Here come the Liberators. I don't know if he has enough energy for a parasitic bomb quite yet. Oh, watch out! Ah! The Liberators! Wait, yes. Also, yes and no. Meanwhile, Marines! The Vipers is what... just substitute Vipers for the yelling, but like... Meanwhile, Pyramid gonna try an 8 Marine drop. Unfortunately, goes past the several sensor towers that Mobius has set up. But he actually gets past the sensor tower without really any reaction, so we'll be able to unload. Another nuke! Just keeping them on their toes. The rest was cleaned up. Ultra Goat did lose his base. You gotta be careful not to fly into your own nuclear missile. This is an important fact. Team Terran keeping the pressure on the nuke lands. This test was a success. It does work. The Vikings hit the deck. Planetary finally able to deal with them. Meanwhile, though, the tanks are doing a lot of damage on the back line. One goes down. Planetary. Vikings back in the air. Here comes a Thor. Ultra Goat attacking into Orthami. Orthami has a battlecruiser because of course he does. Ultra Goat all up in the mineral lines. There's only a couple bunkers, which of course are great. Oh, he gets out with the battlecruiser. Somehow, Pyramid still has, well, the Ghost, the Cloak Ghost, cleaned up the Marines at the base, but the base is burning and there's nothing repairing it. A single Thor, the tank's still shelling. Another base is burning on the other side. Ultra Goat into the third. The entire Zerg army is undercutting all the production. Pyramid saves his Planetary. Mobius is down to 70 supply. There are 4 battlecruisers from Orthami, but Ultra Goat is at 100 and he's got money in the bank as well. He decides to back up, which I guess he doesn't quite have the army at the moment. So, the final result here, will it burn? We'll come back in like 2 minutes to see. Ultra Goat is not able to end the game, though he drives back Team eSun here. Pyramid still struggling. Orthami has 10,000 minerals and 800 gas, but he's got battlecruisers to micro. I don't know, he has +1/+1. Well, battlecruiser jumps away. Yes, our jump drives work just fine, Captain. Good test. Unfortunately now there's like 30 corruptors. Yep, parasitic bomb, maybe a bit overkill. Trying to target the Planetary. Snipes on the Viper. Gets one. Another parasitic bomb. Ultra flanks around from the back. Corruptors grinding through. Nukes in production. The battlecruisers. Wait, does he have jump? He does have jump, but it's too late. Somehow, we are no closer to reaching a conclusion. Orthami is back to 1 base. He is building more battlecruisers, though. Mobius has a lot of money in the bank, but he's struggling to spend it. Pyramid is also here. Ultra Goat just needs to... oh, no. I mean, his name is Ultra Goat. He's building 4 Ultras. I'm not sure if Ultras are the ideal choice against the Battlecruiser Ghost tank composition, but it's his signature move. So, wait, did he lost the base. It did burn. Oh my god, disaster. But I mean, Mobius has plenty of money to replace it. Tactical jump is up on all these battlecruisers. Ultra Goat kind of off the mark here. Nuclear launch detected over to the left flank. Ultra Goat chasing the cruisers. This one cruiser probably should have also jumped with the rest of the team. The nuke. Wait, does he see the ghost? He realizes at the last second. He gets away. One of those was an Ultra in the egg, but... Ultra Goat still at 190 supply. Pyramid also still in the game. +3 ship weapons. Orthami. This army is... well, that... Orthami's... He's at 35 SCVs and 7 battlecruisers. Those battlecruisers do have Yamato cannon, and those ghosts do have snipe. Oh no. There's a few more anti-Ultra armies than what we have right here. Well, the ghosts don't have that much energy. Parasitic bomb. Orthami is trying to micro away. He's taking a lot of damage from the first phase of it. The Vikings getting involved. And he's gonna fight with the Ultras. The ghosts, oh, the Vipers were out in front. No more parasitic bombs, but Viking Corruptor is about as anti-battlecruiser as you get. Meanwhile, one battlecruiser flies into spores. It's not enough. Ultra Goat Pyramid also contributing. What a team player. The Vikings going to chase down the cruisers, which could have jumped away, but they're cruisers of principle. Meanwhile, Mobius fills in with a bunch of Marines and Ghosts. Not a terrible choice right now. 44 more Lings from Ultragoat, who is not maxed out anymore and is running out of gas. So, they just keep going back and forth, and we're not that much closer to a conclusion. Where are the snipes? Corrosive Bio kills his own Roach and nothing else. The Corruptors are masking the slaughter underneath. The Ghosts, finally, they get their cloaks out and snipe down the Ultralisks. Zerglings. The next wave, there is detection, but what are the upgrades? The Ghost will be taken out, but one Battlecruiser makes it to the other side in a very ambitious jump, which will actually work because the Vikings are on the wrong side of the map. Orthami jumps forward in a bold move, with a Battlecruiser that a strong gust of wind would blow away. 5 HP. The Viking easily takes it down. A sensor tower was here. Where are the bunkers? All right, he should have invested in more bunkers. That's my professional opinion. This message was brought to you by Bunkers Incorporated. Meanwhile, Corruptors, 118 supply. Ultragoat has lost probably a lot more than he should have. But the biggest loser here so far is Mobius, who's ended up losing 46 Vikings, 13 tanks, and 14 Ghosts. For the most, the only reason Orthami hasn't lost more is because he hasn't built any more. Right now, he's lost almost everything. Another nuke. Nuking in a relatively empty base. Another ping out here. Mobius. Battlecruiser. Battlecruiser jumps to the base. The chase is on. Command center lands. 5 SCVs inside. We're 27 minutes in. This is actually one of the most action-packed games at any level I've ever seen. It doesn't feel like 27 minutes, but we're starting to mine out. Credit to all these beautiful players for their barely contained grasp of how to play StarCraft. Not nuanced enough to be able to cut through to victory, but at least enough to be able to keep things going. Ultragoat in the position that so many Zerg players struggle with, especially in team games. So, you have a lot of units, but none of them are particularly cost-effective. It seems like he's now relying more on his teammate, who is pulled up by his mule straps and building Vikings to give some anti-air potential. Whereas Ultragoat, you know what unit he likes. You've already figured that one out. How many Ultras on the field? 4. 3 more in production. He's got... These are El Chapo-lisks here. We do have Ultra Speed and chitinous plating. But Ultras on their own against a Bio army. Especially Ultras just taking the scenic route and walking by. Where are the snipes? Doesn't matter. I mean, he's killing them. More Ultras. It feels like everyone's going to die at the end of this one. The Ultras will all die. Well, the Lings come in, the Ghosts. Well, and there go the Battlecruisers. Wait a second, the combined supply of Team eSun here is under 100. Not like Pyramid and Ultragoat are doing amazing, as Ultragoat's army is mostly Corruptors. Has 1 Ultra, 15 Corruptors, does get Orthami's base, but Orthami has 6,500 minerals in the bank. See if he lends his teammate a bit of a small loan of 1,000 minerals or something. But where are we now? Ultragoat has been unable to lay down the killing blow, but Team Terran is just running out of money. More pings. He's like, are you going to do something about that? Pyramid right now is sitting there with the 21 Vikings. That's most of it. That's pretty much all of it, actually. Orthami has no units. Is currently building 4 Thors, though. So, but no army units currently on the field. The Vikings on deck. We're gonna see more Planetaries killing landed Vikings. So check off all your bingo cards for this one. That's a lot of repair, but the landed Vikings do that bonus damage to mechanical. Meanwhile, Ultra Goat. The Corruptor's also along for the ride, but the target fire is kind of there. More Ultras. Another targeted, trying to get a third. Retreating to the beautiful and strong bunker there. Several Viking... Pyramid, for the first time in maybe his entire career, is ahead on supply. Though, who knows how long that will last. There are Corruptors in the main, but the high-impact Thors are blasting them away. Mobius. Killing some of those Vikings off. He's only at 10 SCVs. He has less than he started with. The concussive shells chasing down the Vikings. Corruptors doing what they can. There's a Planetary here. The Thor's blasting through the Corruptors, though not... Is it quick enough? He's melting the Planetary. And gets it. Unfortunately, Orthami... Wait, what are those air upgrades? +1 Carapace? Corruptors are just pretty tanky. No, pings for everyone. Pyramid is coming in with his army. Ah, yes, building a bunker. Strong choice. Oh, no, the Ultras. Thor hammers blasting through. Is Orthami actually going to have the best army here at the end of the day? He's gone through Liberators, Vikings, Battlecruisers, and Thors. So pretty much anything you can put on the box. Those are the units he builds. He knows what he likes. Oh my god! So, just to keep track of what's going on. He lifted his starports off the reactors. He landed factories on them and then decided he didn't want the reactors. So he moved them again and built tech labs. Blocking the reactors and just making clearly sure what we were doing here. Anyways, the Zerglings on the Thors, the Ultras. It's anyone's game. More Zerglings. The Thors are dropping down to 2. The Corruptors knocked out all the medevacs. Are the Thors enough? No, the right click. And then the Roaches will be chased down. The Roaches. Well, actually, landed Vikings at the right flank. Pyramid out of nowhere. He's been biding his time. But he has by far the largest army on the field. And the army is 28 Vikings. That's it. That's the whole... And then he's got a tank somewhere at home. But like... 28 landed Vikings. Well, unfortunately, the tank getting a lot of damage, but Mobius is at 4 supply. He's got nothing. The Thors are coming back, but landed Vikings kind of surprisingly good. Ultra Goat melting one of the orbitals of the Morbitals, which will... Well, the Thors might clean the Orthami versus Pyramid, the battle you never expected to see at the end of this match. Somehow this base survived with a little bit of push-up workouts. The Thors are blasting through. And Pyramid likes the idea. Like, he's like, wow, those Thors seem pretty good. He's going to build some of his own. So Orthami has exhausted his bank. He's building a couple more Thors. Mobius has shot up from 4 supply all the way up to 27. But Pyramid and Ultra Goat now. Ultra Goat is kind of like, he's building a few Zerglings, and he's trying to melt one of the orbitals. There's still a lot of mineral. Oh my god, he did it again. He landed it. You can't use all the caustic spray at once. He dodged the caustic spray by doing a quick push up there. Fun fact, the caustic spray works when you lift, by the way. He could just not do anything, and he would have killed the orbital. I just want to throw that one out there. Moving on. The caustic spray, once you activate it, will track within a certain range. So you can't... This was figured out in the beta, that you couldn't just do push-ups to block it. Well, the Thors are badly bruised, but the orbital's trying to land once again! The Thors, though, will protect it. What is the army here? Thors, Marines, Vikings. Those Thors need repair. I find the starports hanging out. Those are the armies from both sides. The Marines are very important. What is happening? Both sides scanning. Hey, guys! Guys! Oh my god! Well, finally get to the orbital. Are we base trading? Is that the strat now? Oh, yep. That's an enemy Thor. Watch out! Meanwhile, Vikings on deck. Where are the other Thors? Thors on each side, blasting through. The battle continues, microing back. Thor on Thor action. But I think, well, I don't know what the upgrade. The high ground can work. Oh, he's not scanning. The high ground's helping. But I think Pyramid with the Viking DPS wins this fight. It's a costly fight. Corruptors find an orbital over here. Pyramid still has 100 supply. He's been biding his time. The ragtag band of mercenaries just march their way forward. Meanwhile, more. Tommy, 3 Thors! But it's 3 on 3. The SCVs to repair. The Viking DPS is too damn high. Try to target the Thors. Micro, not his strong suit. Another orbital. And Team eSun is crumbling under the lumbering might of Pyramid's mechanical army, but also some Marines, because, you know, why not? Orthami still has... He doesn't have any barracks landed. I guess he could make Hellions, but why would he do that when he could make one more Thor? Ultra Goat also contributing. There's not that many. Oh, the target fire! No, there's too many Thors now. It's a big boys battle. Yeah, the Zerglings may seal the deal, and that may end this match. One of the most action-packed games in the Metal Leagues. GG! Team Minnesota Visual Novels will come out on top. Now, how many of you had Pyramid as the team carry? Pyramid, I'm going to somehow lose all my units to a planetary fortress and have less than 100 supply for 30 minutes. But apparently, at the end of the day, slow and steady wins the race. Because right now, that was more like a marathon. After 37 minutes, picking up and dropping and picking up and dropping and then picking up his team one more time. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Tell me who you thought the hero was going to be. And whether or not. And no lying. But thank you. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, check out all. Where does this rank? At the end of the day, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. I hope this was truly Bronze League Heroes. Good luck, have fun. Stay chill.